Jeb Terry, CEO of Cosm. Thanks for being here with us today.
Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
So I don't know if everyone knows what Cosm is, so I wonder if you can give us like a brief little overview of what the venue actually is.
Well, it's funny when I'm around talking to people and I say Cosm, they're like, oh, what's that? And I go, have you seen that viral experiential sports place that's like you're there? They go, oh, yeah, I've seen it. And that's what Cosm is. It's we put together a company that's building venues around the world that gives fans these amazing perspectives and a live sports and entertainment experience that you can't get anywhere else. It's combining the experience economy of wanting to go out, hang out, the watch party element with the immersive tech industry and all the amazing things happening there. We bring that together and give fans just a category defining one thing, and it's Cosm.
So a lot of people draw comparisons to the Sphere in Las Vegas. So my question is, did you draw the idea from them? Did they draw the idea from you? Or are you guys just on two completely separate tracks?
I think two separate tracks. I think, we started developing this back in 2019, so pretty early days. They were developing something along the same timelines, is my understanding, and we both have the same thesis of the energy of the room of a technology-enabled human experience. Their format's a little bit different than ours. They have much bigger venues. They do the live concerts, and their cinema stuff is great. We focus on smaller venues, live sports, really as our core strategy, and then we're building a network of ours around the world.
So how do you settle on kind of the size and structure of this venue? Because obviously, like again, different from the Sphere, major venue, giant. Yours is more intimate, more focused.
Correct.
You feel like you're right on top of the action. So how do you settle on that, and how is that determined?
Well, we started there really focused on the resolution we could produce so fans could it looks like you're there, right? So resolution of the capture, resolution of the display. And remember, we have to do that live, like super low latency. So you have to really think about the pixelation and what's going to happen. So we produce in 8K, and so our dome is in 12K, but we're able to have that pipeline established so when fans are sitting there, the eye can't really discern that they're not there. That's what really defined the size of the display and the resolution that we wanted. And then we filled in the capacity after that. Now, from our learnings, we've learned we can go a little bit bigger at times. We're never going to be massive. I never want to have multi-thousand seats in the venue, but we can go a little bit bigger. And our focus is that enough of a crowd so it feels like you get the big energy, but not so big that I can't fill it on a Tuesday at noon.
So are you a tech company or a hospitality company?
We're a technology and entertainment company with a lot of hospitality. But it's interesting, I have a media arm, a technologies arm, and a venues arm. So we really cross this entire spectrum, and we own the full stack of delivery now. So it's all our homegrown IP. We don't outsource anything, from the displays to the production to the software. We have our own ticketing app. So the whole thing is in-house as Cosm.
How does the business model work? Because again, there is some analogousness with being a game day at a professional sports stadium.
Exactly right.
So is it driven by premium seating? Is it driven by F&B? Where are the margins coming from? Where are you making money? How does that work?
There's a lot of similarities to the way stadiums operate, right? So the first is tickets, second's F&B. We have a big private events business where corporations can come in and rent us out and have events within events. We've just unlocked sponsorships and advertising, so we have a new kind of official partner in our energy drink category in Monster. And so we're able to do those things the same way stadiums monetize and sell spaces. And the beauty of what we've built, though, is it's the utility of the venue. So we'll have over 1,200 events a year, 425 live sports. And so we really squeeze the asset and make sure we have throughput. And we're starting to see fantastic metrics akin to arena capacities, akin to those stadiums that might seat 20,000 people. Because we do it so much, we can get that footfall annually.
Is the inventory an obstacle, though? There are only so many marquee events. You have only so many seats if you want to keep the experience at the level it is now, the level of intimacy that you have.
Yeah, we've been able to secure a really fantastic partnership portfolio with the biggest and best leagues and broadcasters in the world, and also Hollywood studios. And so when you think about the inventory, it's really the hours in the day per venue. And we try to maximize that yield per hour. And so like 425 live sports events, those are crammed in from the Super Bowl to the World Series, Kentucky Derby, USCs, you name it. So it's a full calendar, but it's those other day parts we fill. And then we have to employ dynamic pricing to make sure we look at the supply demand economics out there, and we'll dynamically price to match demand. And so we price it by scarcity of the event and also product type within our venue.
What's your background? How did you get yourself into the fold here?
So I played in the NFL for a while, which was really the foundation of my sports knowledge. Then I was an entrepreneur and built a mobile video platform that was focused on the business of sport, connecting professional athletes with fans, early days of social media. We sold that business to Fox Sports, and I was at Fox Sports, so I learned the larger broadcast ecosystem understanding what it was meant to be a media executive, and learned a lot about the tech space on the back end there. And so it's this sports media technology background that informs what I do at Cosm today. And I literally had to pull on every stop I've had to execute what we do at Cosm.
So 2 operational, 2 more coming. Why do the markets you're in, obviously starting with the LA one, why do they work? How is the selection process here? Where do you want to put these things?
So we've looked around, and we like to look at markets that have at least 2 million people.
Yeah.
That's really the starting point. Then we look at fandom. Like, what does that fan graph look like in these areas? Then we look at sites, real estate partners, development partners. So there's all these things that go into it. LA made sense. It's where our headquarters is, sports and entertainment capital of the world, especially with what's going on at Hollywood Park, with our partners there, with Kroenke Sports Entertainment. I mean, just fantastic. So that was great to be the first. In Texas, in Dallas specifically, North Dallas, it has the footfall, it has the fandom, and it was a way for us to test the non-stadium adjacent model. So looking at suburban mixed-use entertainment districts. The through line is we want placemaking. We want where people are coming on a regular basis, and Cosm can help augment that. We can be the always-on heartbeat of that. When we're going to Atlanta, we're in the Centennial Yards district, so right across from Mercedes-Benz and State Farm, heartbeat of Atlanta. In Detroit, we're in right by Campus Martius Park and Cadillac Square, so really the center of Detroit. We're going to be the heartbeat of that. So looking at places in and around that where there's a lot of fandom, a lot of passion for sport, and a fan base that we think will support what we need to do.
What is the expansion strategy going forward? I mean, do you want to have 100 of these around the country? Is there a critical mass where you can only operate a certain amount at a certain time, or you want to maintain scarcity to a certain degree?
No, we want to scale this as fast as we can, and so we're going to continue to deploy. When we look up in 5 to 10 years, I'd like to have every major city in the U.S. represented. I'd like to have some international markets opened, and that's the goal. I don't know where that number is going to end, but we really believe we can super serve fans in a lot of these markets, give them something that they can't get anywhere else, and Cosm can be the future of the out-of-home entertainment space. We really believe that's an opportunity to own.
So looking at your investor base, I'm curious, kind of having that collection of owners, what kind of opportunities or value that unlocks? Because everyone kind of brings something different to the table.
That's exactly right. So we have a lot of people on our cap table, from team ownership, from broadcasters, from leagues. It really brings a strategic mindset to the table and allows us to ask questions of conversations in rooms that I might not be in, right? And bringing insight from deep bench of experience, but from different seats, right? There's a broadcaster seat's different than a league seat, than an owner seat. And so having that mix, because our goal as a company is to super serve all the stakeholders. We really believe our offering is not cannibalistic to the ecosystem, because a fan comes to Cosm doesn't mean they're not going to the venue, doesn't mean they're not watching it somewhere else. I'm not taking from a streaming platform, and it's really a net new slice of rights that we're able to bring to the table, and we view it as additive. And so having this level of buy-in from the ecosystem is really important for us.
How far are you guys along the maturity curve? I mean, obviously going from 4 locations, let's say 100, there's a lot of room to be had, but I'm curious, you guys making profits on things? Is revenues kind of, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars? Where are we at?
We have a lot of room to grow. I would look at us as we're past really the startup phase. We have clearly defined product market fit. We've reached stabilization in the 4 walls, so we feel really good about how the 4-wall economics are working, and now it's scale, right? That's really where we are right now. And the proof point's going to be, can we scale the experience that we've established? That's what the most important thing is. When I open Atlanta and Detroit, all 4 venues have to have the same level of a Cosm-worthy standard for the guests that come in. And that's going to be the same for 4, as 10, as 25, as 100. And that's really where we're going now.
So what are the obstacles to you actually scaling the business?
Well, right now it's about identifying the right sites and not scaling too fast, right? There's this balance where we could get over our skis real fast. So we've got to have really a strategic approach to this and be prudent with our growth, extend ourselves a little bit, but not too much, and make sure that we can get there and find the right sites and right partners to scale.
What else do we need to know about Cosm?
We need to know the platform is built and running and is built for scale. Right, just what we're doing on the production side, I think, is fantastic. What we're doing on the technology side, we're going to share more about that in the future. But we've really built this platform. That's what we're pushing for. And from an enterprise perspective, our goal is to really be the preferred out-of-home entertainment experience of the future. And we're pushing hard and fast, and fans love what we're doing. We're obsessed about our product, and we hope to be in a city near you soon.
So What do you expect for the Super Bowl on Sunday? Is that Cosm's biggest event of the year?
It's going to be amazing is what it's going to be. Yeah, it's a huge event for us. You'll come in, it'll be a taste of San Francisco, so we'll have food that you might have here, visuals that you'd have here. Guests get lanyards, we'll have t-shirt cannons, a bunch of big events. You'll be able to watch the commercials as well as the game. You'll have the halftime show, all the big events, just like you're at Levi Stadium, and it's going to be a fantastic experience at both our venues.
So you're going to be watching there or at home?
I'll be at Cosm, for sure.
Jeb Terry, thanks for coming by today.
Thanks for having me, appreciate it.